Hi, in this video we are going to see about a Java web application project which is entitled as Employee Attendance System using QR code. Before seeing the execution of the project, let me brief about this project. So attendance is important for every employee for calculating their salary purposes. But the problem with maintaining this attendance is like when we are going for a manual process which is in the existing system, need to hire an employee and they need to make a paper based system for marking the attendance, and whether we cannot say that whether it is a correct attendance or not. Or if you are having a device, there are some devices for marking the attendance using RFID or fingerprint kinds of thing, but all companies cannot have, small companies cannot able to buy the device and they cannot make the attendance. So to overcome all these shortcomings, so without having a manual process and also having automation without using any devices, only with using a web camera, we have proposed the employee attendance system which is using QR code. So only using the web camera, this the attendance marking can be done, and also it is an online base, so it can be accessed from anywhere. The administrator can also check the details of it. So now let us see the abstract of the project. So here you can see the introduction about the employee attendance using QR code, which is developed using Java and MySQL. And the important thing is that we are using the QR code, that is quick response code. So in the existing system, we have used manual paper-based attendance register. Those details have been mentioned here. And here coming to the important part, the employees are provided with the unique codes. They can be scanned when they are coming into the office, so using the web camera, so that the manual entry process can be eliminated and attendance can be tracked. So HR can easily also all these attendance records also maintained as a log, so the HR can easily see the number of days the employees present. All those details also be maintained over there. So this is the details that is given in the abstract part. And coming to the existing system, as mentioned, so we have used various traditional methods like manual process or hardware based process. So those details are mentioned, and these are the disadvantages of the existing system. And the proposed system, mention about the proposed system that we have developed using Java and MySQL. And here we have the entities like administrator, employees, and the attendance part. Those details have been mentioned here. And coming to the advantages, you can see the advantages of the proposed system. And in the system architecture, you can find three entities, that is administrator and the employees are important. And the attendance part, you can, using the web camera, the attendance will be marked here. So those details have been mentioned with the here functionalities of that administrator part. And coming to the module, so these are the modules of the project and module descriptions of the project. So these are the complete module description of the project. And coming to the system requirements, the hardware and software requirements. So as mentioned, we have developed using Java. The front end part is JSP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and IDE we have used is Apache NetBeans IDE 16, and database is MySQL. So now let us see the execution of the project. So first open Apache NetBeans IDE 16. So now need to import the project into the NetBeans IDE. So for that purpose, just go to the file menu and click open project. Now go to the source code location where you can find the source code folder. Inside that you can find the employee attendance QR. So just select this and click open project. Now kindly wait till the complete project is being loaded here. Meanwhile, let us attach the database. So just go to the MySQL administrator. So this is the MySQL administrator. The login with the credentials of username and password as root and root both, and click OK. So now in the MySQL administrator left side panel, you can see the restore option. Just select this restore option and then select the open backup file on the right side. So now again go to the source code location where you can find the database folder. Just go to the database folder and you can select the database of the project and click start restore. So now you can see the restore operation was finished successfully. So now we can close this and you can close the MySQL administrator also, because we successfully attached the database. So coming to the NetBeans IDE, you can see the project is being loaded completely into the NetBeans IDE. So now let us run it. So just select it and right click it and then click run. So now kindly wait till the project is being transferred to the browser part. you can see the authentication for the Tomcat server. I have given admin and admin, so click OK. And now you can see the project is being transferred to the browser part, and this is the home screen, a welcome screen of the project with the project title, employee attendance system using QR code. So as mentioned, you can see three entities, that is admin, employee and attendance. So administrator is a single login, so it does not contain any registration. So you can log in with the administrator with the username and password as administrator itself, so all capital letter, and then click submit. So now you can see the login is success and click OK. So once the login is success, it will be navigated to the administrator home page. So this is the administrator home page, where administrator has the options of employee activations. So this is the employee activation part. There is no any employee activations because last time we are running. So next one is the employee details. So in the employee details also it is empty, and check attendance, so you can check the attendance of the particular employee. So everything is empty because we are not yet executed the project. So let me show you all the things one by one now. So now let me log out from this part. So now in the employee part we have login and register. So in the login, we don't have username and password right now to login. So first employee should register. So first let me go to the registration for the employee, and it will navigate to the employee registration page, and this is the registration form. So the employee should enter their name. They can select their photo. Let me select a sample photo. Let me select this photo. Let me name the father's name as FF, date of birth, email ID, I'll give as jp@gmail.com, my phone number, address. You can select which department you are, HR, IT, software development or customer support. You can select, so I'll select software development for this purpose, and let me select the designation as Java developer, and let me name the password as JP for this purpose and click submit. So now you can see the registration is success. Click OK. So once the registration is success, you can just go to the login page, employee login page. So this is the employee login page. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the email ID and the password which I have given during the registration, click submit. But you can see it is not logged into the system. So it says that your account not yet approved, please try again later, because once the new employee registration has made, immediately the admin should approve the new registration request. Only if the admin verifies and makes the request, the employee can log in. If the employee does not, the admin cannot, if the admin rejects the user, the employee cannot log in into the system. This is to avoid unnecessary users into the system. So intruders or hackers cannot able to log in into the system to make the system secure. So now let me go to the admin part. So in the administrator, I log in with the administrator credentials. So earlier we have seen that the employee activation was empty. Now you can see the employee activation with ID 1. The first employee is now given with the employee name and all the details. So now you can see the status here, it is waiting because the admin should approve. So after seeing all the details, the admin has the rights to approve or reject this user. So for this purpose, I'll approve the user. So now you can see the user is approved. So once the user is approved, you can see there is no any pending employee activation. So the table is empty. So now coming to the employee details of the admin part, you can see the employee details is now been updated. So here you can notice that here you can see a unique ID is created automatically. So employee is not given this, and administrator is also not given. So automatically it has been assigned with the unique ID. So every employee has this unique ID. Based on this ID only, the administrator will be tracking the detail. So this is the ID for JP employee, and all the details you can see. And here you can see the status is active because the employee is being, the administrator has activated this employee. So now let me log out from this part, and let me go to the employee login and show you. So earlier it was not able to log in. Now let me give the same details and click submit. Now you can see the login is success and click OK. So now it will be navigated to the employee home. So this is the employee home page, and employee has the options of attendance log. So attendance log is empty because this employee has not yet marked the attendance till now. So first thing is that you need to download the ID card. So just click this download ID card, which is the important part. So here you can see the ID, it is automatically created a ID card type of with the QR code. So here you can see the name, whatever the name you are giving, it will be displayed here. And you can see the department. I have given software development department, so that has been software development, and I have given designation as Java developer, so that has been shown. So everything is automatically created here. It also looks great like a ID card, unique ID card, so there is no need to change anything here. The system makes the automation of all this process, and now you can download it. So let me download it, and in the desktop I'll save the ID card name as ID card JP in the PNG format and click save. So now it is downloaded. So here you can see the downloaded ID card. So here this is the ID card. So now what I'm going to do, I'll just upload this in my WhatsApp for the marking the attendance, easy verification. You can also, employee can also print it for the ID card purpose, or for easy they can just keep it in a mobile for scanning their attendance part. So now let me go into the my number and I'll just upload it. So in the desktop I have this ID card.jp, so I'll just send it in my WhatsApp. So now let me log out from this part. Now coming to the attendance marking, important part. So here you can see the attendance menu. Just click this attendance menu. So before clicking this attendance menu, make sure that you have connected your computer with your web camera. So now you can see my face here. So once if you are not connected to your web camera, here you cannot see the camera or you cannot scan the QR code. So important thing is like make sure that the QR code which you are going to show is clarity, and also there is no any disturbance in reading that. In case if there is any disturbance, the QR code cannot be read by the web camera. So now let me show you the QR code camera. So now you can see immediately it scans the QR code and you can see, hi JP, your attendance has been registered, and click OK. So now if I'll go to the employee login part, so now the attendance has been registered for JP employee. So I'll go to the JP employee and let me go to the attendance log. So earlier there was no attendance log. Now you can see the present date. Today's date is 15/9/2023. that has been marked here, and employee ID, name, software department, designation, everything. So you can see the attendance date and time also is being marked. So now let me log out. So now let me show you some cases for scanning the QR code. So now let me click the attendance again. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to show the QR code again. So now let us see what happens. So I have shown the same QR code. So immediately it checks and validates that your attendance has already been registered. So the employee can able to show this QR code once in a day, that is enough. So if he is showing multiple times, it says that already the attendance has been registered. And in admin part also, let me show you. So in the administrator, after logged in, if you go to the attendance log, you can see the attendance of this employee right now. And if you go to check attendance, so the check attendance part, here the admin can easily calculate the number of days for each and every employee. So let me show you. So there is only one employee right now, so only one ID is displayed here. If there is multiple hundreds of employees also, all the employee ID will be shown here. So they can select which employee they want. So for example, I'm selecting this ID and let me select the month. Today is this month is September, so let me select this September 2023 and click submit. So now you can see immediately the employee ID, the employee name, what is the designation, and number of days present. You can see it is marked as 1. So it is been today only 1 day is present, so for this month, and it is short. So if he is showing some other, I'll select the some other old month and click submit. You can see there is no record found because this employee is being created right now only. So there is no record found. It is displayed as no record found. Only if the attendance is marked, it will be marked. So now for just showing you, I'll just change the date of my system time. This is just for a prototype for showing you, because I cannot take the video next day. For that purpose, I'm just changing the date and time and show you. I'll change the date as 16th September now and click change. So now let me go to the attendance part. So now let me scan it, the same QR code. So now you can see, hi JP, your attendance has been registered, because this is the next day. So just for showing that, I manually changed it. So now if you go to the employee login, if you go to the attendance log, you can see the next date 16th is been marked immediately. So in the administrator part also, let me show you. So here you can see there are two things, that is check attendance. Check attendance means for a particular employee, for the particular month, how many days are available can be done. An attendance log will show all the logs of the attendance. So here you can see this attendance reel that is marked, and if you go to the check attendance, so let me select this month again for the same employee and click submit. Now you can see the number of days present is 2. So it automatically calculates, and there is no need of any manual process here. So let me log out, and here you can have a doubt that what happens if I'm going to give some other QR code. So let me show you. Let me open my Google Pay QR code. So now I'm showing my Google Pay QR code. So here you can see it says that it is invalid ID. So because it is not the correct QR code, so it also validates that whether it is a correct QR code or not. So now let me go to the employee registration. I'll create quickly a few employees called XX. Let me name this XX. Let me give the sample picture for the XX, and let me give FFX. Let me give the date of birth quickly. Email ID as xx@gmail.com. Phone number, address, department as HR, designation as manager, password as XX. So now let me click submit, and now I have created a new employee called XX. Now let me quickly create another employee called YY immediately. I'll create the details of the YY. Email ID as yy@gmail.com. And let me select the department as IT, designation as IT manager, password as YY, and click submit. So now I have created 2 new employees to show you some various operations for the purpose. So now let me log into the administrator to activate the employees. So now if you go to the employee activations, you can see the 2 pending employees. So now what I'm going to do is, like, I will approve the XX user, but I'm going to reject this YY employee. So as you can see, it is rejected. So in the employee details, you can see only the employees which are registered, that is approved by the administrator, will be shown. So you can see JP and XX has been active, and they have been approved by the administrator. So here you can see, as I said the employee ID is automatically generated, and which is a unique ID also. According to the department, they will be varied. And now let me log out from this part, and now let me go to the employee login. So now I will log in with the YY, because it is already, it is been not approved by the administrator. So now let me show you what happens if the employee is registered and also administrator not approved it. So just click submit. So now you can see your account is not approved. So only if the administrator approves the particular employee, they can able to log in, or else they cannot able to log in. So now let me log in with the other employee XX which has been approved. So now you can see the login is success. Now you can see the attendance log, it is not available. And if you go to download ID card, you can see this has been created for XX and the department is HR and manager. So now let me download this ID card and name it as ID card for XX and click save. So as I did, I will just upload this in my WhatsApp. This is the ID card of XX. And now let me mark the attendance for this XX person. So now let me show you the QR code. So now you can see hi access, your attendance has been registered. Click OK. So now let me go to the administrator part. So now in the attendance log, you can see all the logs made by the employees will be shown. So here you can see the employee XX also been updated. And if you go to the check attendance, so as I said, all the employee IDs will be displayed. So if you click that, you can see the new employee access ID also has been created. So now let me select this, and now let me select the month and click submit. So now you can see the employee ID, name, designation, and the number of days present is 1. So in this way, the administrator can able to easily check the attendance details of the employee. So how many days for a month, and every details of the all employees, how many numbers, any numbers, they can able to check it out. And all the details of the employees and attendance logs will be given to the administrator part. And now let me log out from this part. And this is all about the project employee attendance system using QR code using Java. And thank you for watching.